What's up, everybody? It's Taylor. Welcome back to Watson Ridge Farm. All right, as promised, we are moving on to our next animal that we brought out here to the farm. And we're at the barn.
It's a mess.
It's a mess. It's
I
under
got.
renovations.
What do you think this is for?
We've got milk. So let's see what we got.
Yeah.
As I said, we got renovations going on. This whole wall was sagging. So my father-in-law is helping me out. We're jacking this barn up. So far, we've had to go 9 inches on each post. But, hey, we're getting there.
This
But
is not the animal.
yeah, if you hear something
some
kind of grunting, that's not it. But I'm sure you can hear the other ones. They're not quiet by any stretch of the imagination. And we've arrived. We got goats. So these are all our females. The black one, that's Belle. She's full grown, she's a Nubian, and she's pregnant. We should have baby goats in like 3 weeks. So that'll be fun. You'll have to keep watching videos and see what the babies look like and watch us learn how to milk goats. If we move on, this is Hermione. She is half Nubian, half boar. She's got some horns, you can see. She was not disbudded. But the Nubians have these nice big floppy ears. The boar, that's a meat goat. So she should turn out to be a fairly big goat. Back here, we've got a gray and white one. His name's Oreo. Go figure. Looks like an Oreo.
Her name.
Or yeah, her name. Sorry, these are all females. They're trying to eat my shirt as I'm leaning against the gate.
Hermione is.
Down here, we move down here. See this one over here?
Facing away.
Turning away from us, the solid brown one. That's Jenny. Jenny is a full-blood registered Nubian doe.
ADGA registered.
ADGA, American Dairy Goat Association registered goat. So we plan on breeding her to a registered buck. We don't have a registered buck yet, but we're gonna go buy one. So look for a video on that. Standing next to Jenny, that spotted one over there,
Hope she moved.
that's Brownie. And Brownie and Oreo came from the same farm. Both Brownie and Oreo are Nubian with just a splash of Alpine. You breed a little bit of Alpine into the Nubians to increase their milk production. Nubians will produce around 1 gallon of milk per day. Alpines produce a little bit more than that. So that should help because Daria is wanting to start milking these goats and making some soap. If you are down to try out some soaps, let us know. And as we're making them, we'll see if we can't get some to you.
Gotta get milk first. Maybe in a couple weeks.
Also, I'm going to try my hand at making cheese. I've never made cheese before in my life, but I love to eat cheese. Based on my size, 6'6", 280 pounds, you might find it hard to believe that I like to eat anything. But I do. Anything and everything. All right. So as we move over to here,
Video me with it.
oh, we want to film this. Daria has little Jed.
Who's dead?
We got Jed when he was 10 days old.
He was our first baby.
He was our first baby.
First baby.
He's a bottle baby, so
He was
he's
our
still
first
getting milk.
goat ever, actually.
First one we
goat
picked
on
up.
the farm.
And Jed lived in our garage. He lived in our garage for the first 5.5 weeks of his life. Got fed 3 times a day. He's now down to 1 time a day. He's eating hay. He's eating grass out of the pasture. And he's eating grain every morning.
He's a dairy goat.
So he's moving on from there. He is 50% Nubian and 50% Alpine. So when we go to breed our goats, he's going to be what puts dairy back into the bloodline. Because our big sire is behind me. There he is. There's Bo. Bo Cephas. It's a Kiko. Kiko is a meat goat. They come from New Zealand. He's going to say hello to the camera. Say hello, Bo. Look at those blue eyes. So Kikos come from New Zealand. They're a relatively new breed. They were created in the 80s. They were bred with meat goats from Europe and Africa They were brought over and bred to the feral wild goats in New Zealand. Yeah, head scratches. Look at him go. And they created a very, very hardy, worm-resistant breed. It's the Kiko. Kiko is working its way into the United States. It's starting to become a very, very popular meat goat. And fortunately for us, we have Bo. Bo is not registered, though he can be, and we might look at doing that in the future. He comes from a very, very good bloodline. His grandfather is one of the top sire goats in all of North America. MCR ringleader D10. He's a beast of a goat. But here's the buck pasture.
It's all grown up.
It's all grown up. They haven't really eaten much of it down. Reason for that is Brownie, Jenny, and Oreo were picked up last weekend. So until that point, we just had all the goats in the same pasture. That would be not this one, which is the buck run, the one over, which is where all of our does and their babies will frolic and play. So that's our goats. If you're interested in getting some goats, like I said, we should have babies here in the near future. If we have any bucks, any male babies that are born, we will more than likely be selling them. So stay tuned and see what we have. And yeah, goats.
All right, this is Belle. She's a 3-year-old full-blood Nubian. You can tell these girls here are much younger. They're only 12 weeks old, so 3 months versus 3 years old. She's huge. She's full grown. She's full size. And she is pregnant. She's a big girl. Now this side right here is the rumen. If you don't know what that means, goats have what they call a rumen. Okay, we had to stop for a FaceTime call with our boys because they're with my mom this weekend because this is our anniversary weekend. Anyways, this is Belle. She's full-blood Nubian. She's pregnant. This side is her rumen. Goats are ruminants, which means that they have multiple stomachs, that they digest all their food, and the rumen basically creates its own bacteria to digest food. Oh, that's a whole nother video. But anyways, this side over here, this side is babies. We've had her pregnancy confirmed. Hermione just loves all the attention. So Belle's pregnancy was confirmed via ultrasound a couple weeks ago. She does have at least 2. We think she's had a set of twins before. Not with us, obviously, because we're new to goats, but the lady we bought her from said she had has had 1 set of twins in her life. She's 3 years old. So we think that she just has another set of twins. Usually what they have the first time is what they continue to have. Sometimes as they get older, they'll start having maybe 3 or more. But anyways, we have at least 2 in there. She's not like overly huge, so I'm thinking just 2. We're really, really excited. Let me see if I can get her to turn around. She hates being on this lead. And so you can see her udder. See if we can see her udder there. Right here. Her bag's starting to fill up a little bit, which means that she's gonna go into labor soon. A couple weeks actually. And I'm gonna go ahead and let her go because she hates being on the lead. I'm really excited to have babies because babies mean milk. And obviously we're gonna let the babies have most of the milk. But you can increase their production so that you get milk for yourself, for your own consumption. And then after the babies are weaned, you can continue to milk them until you're ready to dry them up to breed them again. They can breed while they're still in milk. We will not be doing that, but try to dry them up so they can get have a little bit of a break.
Pee break.
Yeah, there's a pee break. Anyways, we have mainly dairy goats. Hermione, like Taylor said earlier, is Nubian boar. Nubian is a dairy goat. Boar is a meat goat. She's our sweetest one. Oh my goodness, I love her to death. Like, she's probably one of my favorites. And I can't wait for her to have babies. But she's only about, what, 8 months old now? And so she could be pregnant by Bo because we had her in with Bo for a while. But we're not sure. We never really saw signs of her going into heat, so we don't really know. If she goes into heat again, for sure, we'll definitely put her with Bo. And then we'll have some meat goats. They'll be, only 1/4 dairy. But Kikos are really good milkers also, surprisingly. So we actually might still get some good milkers out of their offspring. But anyways, she's just so sweet. Like, look at her. Like, I love her. She loves to be petted on and have her head rubbed. But yeah, so milk is like our primary goal here. We want the goat milk for, our own consumption, but also to make cheeses, to make yogurt, to make butter. I'm excited about butter. And then if we want to make money, goat milk soap. There's a huge market for goat milk soap right now, and I am I've never even made soap before, so very beginner there. So we're gonna do some experimenting. I've got some recipes lined up, and I've got some support groups online, and we'll just see how it goes, but we're excited. Like, I love these goats. I'm obsessed. I just want to keep getting more. Taylor has to stop me. But we do have at least 2 more goats lined up, at least 2, that we've already put deposits down on that we're going to pick up. But yeah, so hey, this is part of homesteading. We want to be as self-sufficient as possible. If we have our own milk, we don't have to buy it from the store. If we can make some of our own byproducts from the milk, again, that's less we have to buy from the store. And we want to make a little bit of money off of our farm. I'd love to leave Toyota. Toyota's a great company, but I'd love to leave that factory and be here. So we'll see what the future holds. But we've had goats now for about 2-3 months? 2 months?
2 months.
About 2 months. And probably the best decision that we've made, I think, so far since we've been out here. Especially this one. She was our second goat. Hermione was our second goat we brought to the farm. And I just love her. Gosh, look at her. She's just so sweet. She's just so sweet. When we got her, she wouldn't even let me touch these ears, okay? But she had a tag in her ear, a little metal tag, and it had gotten infected. We're not sure how it got infected. Maybe it got snagged on something and opened a wound or whatever. But we had to take the tag off, and you can see right here on her ear, she wouldn't even let me touch this. She wouldn't even let me near it. So it was definitely bothering her. We got that cleaned up and taken care of, and now, look at her. She's just all over me. She knows where she gets her food. But yeah, no. I love my goats, and we are just so excited.
There's a pig. There's a pig.
So those pigs, we named them Sausage and Bacon. Because
Here so I can be taller with
there you go. Look, now she's actually in the shot. Sausage and Bacon. The reason we named them Sausage and Bacon is because they are here for the weekend. We picked them up yesterday at a slaughter farm in Stamping Ground, Kentucky. If you didn't realize, right now, with everything going on in the world, prices of meat have gone up. Slaughterhouses are closed. If you're trying to get meat into the butcher shop or anything like that, good luck. Pigs can't get processed till about October. And cows, I think it's January, February is the earliest you can get in with those. So people are selling off because they're unable to sell to these slaughterhouses. So we got a great deal and picked them up for $130 a piece. $130 a piece. They're 300-pound hogs. Should yield about 140 pounds of pork. We got 2 of them, so 280. So tune in tomorrow. I don't know how everybody else is planning on spending their Memorial Days, but we're going to have a pig slaughter, and we're going to butcher these things out. It's going to be a family affair. Both mine and Daria's families are coming over to help pitch in and get the job done. So tune in tomorrow and see how we accomplish this feat as it's 87 degrees and raining. All right, see you then. So there you have it, everybody. There's our goats. That's the animals. That concludes the animals that we brought out here to the farm. We do have livestock guardian dogs. Not going to do a video on them. You'll just kind of see them as we go about doing our business. The dogs in this video, you can see my boxer Dempsey and my Weimaraner Jersey laying down there. They're old. They're 9 and 10 years old. They're domesticated house dogs. Jersey likes to think she's a watchdog, but she's too old and can't get around anymore. But she just loves to lay with those goats and hang out and watch them all day. But I don't know how much of a protector she'd really be. But that concludes our video series on animals that we brought to the farm so far. We don't look to bring any more animals out here till next spring. So we'll start this back up then. But if you like this video, please hit the like button, hit the bell, get notifications, and subscribe. Please subscribe to our channel. That way you can watch every single video we produce. I love seeing all the views, all the comments. So please leave something. I'll be sure to get back to you. Thanks for watching.